Hey guys, I'm Alex. I'm back on Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Um, I did one video on this already, and I got stuck in the first dungeon. I guess that happens on new games. But more importantly, I bought this game and I said, I'm going to get my wife to try to play some Zelda. She's not very into Link to the Past or Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, more battle-based games, I guess we'll call it. But I figured with Zelda as the main character and a little more cartoony format like the Link's Awakening was, maybe she'd like it. So after I got done with the video the other day, I went in there to her Switch, put it in, let her play it. And she found about 5 more things that I didn't find because she's smarter than me and because she searches, looks around. I just go straight to the point, you know. That spot I got hung up on was a flame thing. I didn't get that flame Zol. She found it. And something else, which I'll explain when I get there. So what I'm going to do, now that I've already been through it, I've been through the first dungeon, I'm going to do it again. And it's almost going to be like walkthrough style now because I've done it twice. I'm going to delete this and start over, I think. Yes. Here we go. So now we're going to go through the first part and the first dungeon of this game. I'll show you what my wife found that I didn't. Again, most of you that are watching this have already seen this before. This is not new to you. I've seen it too, but again, my skills are extremely better now, at least up into the first dungeon. But after that, I'm going to be starting from scratch. Now I have a better understanding of what to do, where to look, how to use the echoes for fighting and for finding, you know, all that kind of stuff that I wasn't so sure about. Most people aren't the first time they play this game. But let's watch what happens here at the beginning. You've seen this, and if you're not, you're going to see it again. Here goes Link, and I get to be him for a little bit. And I know how to do that and jump and so forth and so on. I don't have to get in those plants. I'm just going to go forward. So again, I'm going to try to make this as professional as it can be. Almost like I said, first time playing it, this will be almost a walkthrough for you because I've got this down. I know what I'm doing. Can't go that way. Well, yes I can, but let me double check over here first. That was the one I couldn't do. Okay. And if you hear any beeping noises, that's my son. He's in here. Got his toys out, so I apologize, but we're going to get this done. This game, like a lot of people that play something for the first time, you're questionable about it, the quality. This game's good. It's fun too. I didn't think at first when I played this, I don't think I need anything new, that I was going to enjoy it so much because, you know, without it having such a big announcement like Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, those kinds of things. They were big announcements. Waited for months, years on some of these things to get them. This one I wasn't expecting really to enjoy. I thought it'd be kind of a halfway. And he hit me, boy, I'm gonna go get you. Anyway, but this one's just way better than I expected it to be for kind of put together here, you know. I expected something like this quality would take another God knows how many years to create, and testing and so forth and so on. But I think everybody so far that I've seen that's played this game really enjoyed it, really liked the gameplay on it. And go in here full. All right, we all know what's coming up. I'm going to fight Ganon, and then we'll be advancing in the storyline. And again, like I said in my first video, I love the Blue Ganon. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I said, I liked him in his other forms. There's something about that Link to the Past and this blue Ganon I like. And I've told you before, I haven't played any of the mini console games, your Game Boys, your 3DSs, 2DS, whatever else it is. I haven't played those except the Link's Awakening remake on Switch here. And I've got that one. Really enjoyed it. So there might be blue versions or whatnot of them there, but I don't remember. I didn't see them. And I will eventually on this channel try to get through all the Zeldas. And I've already done, if you go on my page and look, I've already done a Link to the Past. I did it in 3 sections. Yeah, see, a whole lot easier the second time through. And again, the concept on this, the riffs and whatnot, the playing as Zelda is all really nice new format, nice new design, I think. You know, and we've all played the other Zeldas. Don't get me wrong, every time they modify it or change it or whatever, including all the open world stuff on Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, it's good. But I like the change up here a little bit. I do. And I think they'll probably learn a lot from this. And in general, from now on, when it comes time to make the next one, I'm not suggesting they'll necessarily play Zelda, no more Link. I'm not suggesting that. But I think they'll end up using Zelda a lot more, or use the format a lot more. This Rift thing in particular is pretty cool. It's almost like a Dark World, Light World in Link to the Past, or a Depths / Hyrule middle ground on Tears of the Kingdom. Plus there's Sky on Tears of the Kingdom. So, and I believe, I don't even know this, but I think there's a low rule in one of the other games, Link, I can't remember what it's called, but I'll probably get to it. It's on the 3DS or something like that. I'll get to that eventually. So now we're gonna run, and this scared me to death the first time I did it. My wife got scared too. But she did a really good job for a first time Zelda player. Like I said, she's more of a Animal Crossing, Disney Dreamlight Valley woman. So I was impressed with her abilities to figure things out. And she did a good job on the first boss. She found something, like I said, once we get there, I'll show it to you. She found something that I didn't find, and boy, it's a game changer. And I guess I just wasn't looking for it. But, I mean, that's my fault. And just like the intro, or beginning, should I say, of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I love this title shot here. Really clean, gives you a good shot of the entire, well, probably not the entire map like Breath of the Wild, but a good clean shot of what you're working with here. It's going to be a lot of fun. Way more fun than I expected. I didn't think there's any way they could, I didn't think there's any way they could come right after Tears of the Kingdom and make one of this kind of quality. Now we're going to get on back to the castle. I'm so excited though to see how the world spreads out, because again, like I said, I have already beat the first dungeon, and I'll do that for you here. It's gonna be good. You gonna take it to Mama? All right. I've already read this once, but I'll try to leave it on there long enough for you to at least see what's going on. Actually, I've already seen this twice, like I said.
Yeah. Oh.
And I don't believe there's anything in any of these Castle Town homes right now. There may be later, but for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and advance the story, get here. I don't have any rupees to buy anything, so I'm going to go ahead and talk to the king, move on with my quest here. And then once I'm finished with the first dungeon, I know they're going to give you a little bit of freedom to go a couple of places. I may come back and see what's in town or in the castle or castle town that I missed, which I don't think there is. I think they generally give you up here to advance the story. And here's Impa again. Alright, we'll go talk to the king. And he's worried. And as you'll see, these two characters on the left, right, I think it's General Right, and like I said, I've only seen it twice. Minister Lefty, yeah, become new characters that we've never seen before. I've never seen, again, if they're in the smaller, the compact gaming versions, that's new to me. I doubt it. But they are new. Impa's not new, King's not new. But let's let them have their speeches here and discussions. And again, the concept here is just like a lot or most other Zelda games, most of them. The Link is a nobody at this point, I guess, from what I've seen so far. Just a swordsman who saved Hyrule, or will save Hyrule. They don't have his name, they don't know anything about him. You will find out a little bit more about him, though, after we get through with dungeon number 1. Minister Lefty, do her part, and General Right, you do your part. Now here's where things go south. Lock her up. Bad guy king, bad guy general, and bad guy minister. Bad girl minister. I don't like it, but there's nothing we can do at this point. I just noticed for the first time General Wright's helmet. design. Alright, and this is about where the game's going to start. Put me to death. Well, that's not going to happen. Not going to allow it. Fixing to make a new friend. And again, if you've played the other Zeldas, Link always had a companion. What was the first fairy's name? In Ocarina of Time. I think it was Tattle in Majora's Mask. But it always used to go, listen. Anyway, and then there was Mifa, and there was Fi, and now there's Tri. And based on the gameplay I've already had on it so far, so far Tri competes really well with Mifa. Not Mifa. Why did I say Mifa? What's your name? Twilight Princess. I'm drawing a blank, y'all. You know who I'm talking about, though. Midna. Midna. There we go. Midna. Mifa's in the other ones. She's the Zora Princess. Oh man. And I love it. Tri just goes to the bars. Didn't think about the fact that you're in there on purpose. I can't go. No, I can't get through the bars. You'll help me out? Yeah. Give me something valuable. Tri-Rod. Invaluable piece of equipment. Alright, now we've learned the first echo in the game. And you'll learn a lot of them. It's quite shocking, actually, how many you learn just for the first dungeon. It's quite ridiculous. Oh yeah. All right, let's get out of here. Okay, now we're gonna have to sneak around a little bit. Done this before, know what I'm doing. I think I'll make it through without getting caught. Let's see. New echo there. I love how they condition you, train you, whatever the word may be, on how to advance. They're basically telling you that throw something to distract him. That's exactly what we're going to do here. And now let's make one. Oh, wow. Sorry. And we're going to distract this guy in just a second when he turns around. All right, we're moving along. Here comes Impa. Look at her red face. She's so mad. Impa can't see try. I don't know why. I guess we'll find out later. Apparently Zelda's the only one that can see her. Or him. I don't know the gender on try. It smells like a musty dresser.
Yeah.
I'm making implications on Link there. Come on, man. Guys don't watch it close enough as it is, you know.
Yeah.
He just whipped those guys' asses. Oh man, that's good stuff. Alright, got a logbook and a map. And we will be using that. Alright. Get on out of here. Alright, we're gonna go up. First, we're gonna go ahead and make this copy. Be using the tree lot too. A lot of you use quite frequently early on, and then as you get into it, battle will become more necessary, and you'll have to use. And yes, you can use, which is nice. The monsters, you can create them and use them to fight for you, and it's really convenient. Alright, come down here. Learn the bed. This one you'll use probably the most in the first part of the game. But again, I've only beat the first dungeon, so there's probably a ton more of these things to use. These that we're using now might become less relevant, I guess. So and I guess we'll only see as time goes on. There's the first rupee of the game. We're gonna do a pretty good job of collecting rupees. There's a couple of things we're gonna want to spend money on. At least there's one thing I know of that I'm gonna get, and you'll see it when we get there. But let's head on out of here. And I did like this element, this 2D element of this one. Just like Link's Awakening, just like Super Mario Brothers. Alright, now I'll push this bad boy out of here. And it's just 2 rupees, but they're easy to get, so I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna come back over here. We know that wood floats, so we'll go this way. And we know that the, oh, that's wrong button. The boulders sink, so let's put one of those right there and come on down. And up we go. Navi. That was the name of the one from Link to the Past, or Ocarina of Time. Navi. I think generally everybody got tired of hearing that. Hey, I think. It's been a while since I played Ocarina of Time, so we'll find out. I'll try to replay it and Majora's Mask on this channel. I'd like to generally get every Zelda game walked through, or at least played through. I'm not Zelda master or anything, but I'm pretty good at them. I'd like to give you an opportunity to see, if you watch my channel here, walk through on every Zelda game on the main consoles and my first playthroughs on the smaller consoles. And again, if you have watched my channel or looked at any of my other videos, you'll know that I'm a regular Super Nintendo fan. So I'm going to be trying to play some of those games too at the same time. I love the 8-bit system. So I'm going to try to get into some of those between the Nintendo Switch here and the NES Classic. I have one of those. Let's just look. Alright, I know where I'm going, but I got the map out just for try. Now I know there's enemies come. Well, that's a little waste. Anyway, I want to take the rock and throw it at him. Soul, I think is what he's called. You let me go, I'll handle it. And I'll learn it. Zol, I say. I don't see the need to go after every enemy, but I'm going to try to collect the things I can in the water here. I think there's a couple of, there's a blue one right there. It's a 5 spot, and it'll show us that 5. 5 rupees on blue, reds are 20, purples are 50. Get that guy out so we can get these guys. Sea urchins. And when I played this the first time, I just started walking this way. My wife went this way, and look what's over here. Go figure. Piece of heart I would have walked right past and missed. But I'll go get it. Let me get the money. Again, I want my rupees. That's not what I meant to do. first piece of heart in the game. And now we'll take the bed because it's going to be the easiest one, I believe, for this part here. And you might need to do it again there. Yeah, let's be on the safe side. And yes, these little 1 rupees are nothing now, but they will add up. Alright, come on through. Now, I need to kill him, and I think it's best just throw in one of these guys out there. Come on, buddy. Boom, got it. Right. And I'll learn him. That's the Keys, that, whatever you want to call it. They call it Keys in Zelda. And we move along. I'm going to clear these guys out. Just because. And I want that piece of heart, so I'm going to break that. Come on down. Piece of heart number 2. Pretty generous with the pieces of heart at the very beginning of the game here. I'm sure they'll become less and less available. But we'll see. I don't, again, necessarily have to beat these guys, but they're going to be pretty easy with the sea urchin. Come on. The graphics on this, or should I say the layout and everything, reminds me of the game. Any of you who played it know what I'm talking about. Secret of Mana. I really enjoyed that game too. Younger. And I'm aware this is probably just money, but again, just money. Like I said, I'm going to need them. I'm gonna get them. And that 50 rupees right there is a big chunk of change this early in the game. It really is. Alright, now we're in the village. I think it's... I don't know how they pronounce it. It looks like the ignorant way to spell southern, but it's Southorn, I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of people to talk to here. Nobody of any real value that I know of at this point. Again, once I finish the first dungeon, I'll have a little bit of wandering around time. Come right back to this area. Now I am going to go in here and get this piece of heart. This is one of the things I've been saving money for. And I have barely enough. But that's what you get for collecting those singles. That adds up, I'm telling you. See, only 16 left. You gotta do what you gotta do. Now, I'm gonna go jump in this hole here and see if there's anything else. I'll make a copy of that pot. And see what's in here. Floral nectar. And again, I think there's going to be smoothie making, drink making of some kind in this game. I don't believe it's going to be the cooking elements like it was in Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild. But there's going to be some cooking, some preparing drinks, meals, something like that. I'm not there yet. We will get there. I'm gonna make a copy of this. Everything that sparkles, I'll make a copy of. Alright, and this is the marker. We'll go through this speech real quick. Our teleporter device. Waypoint, that's the word. And they are helpful for getting around. I feel bad for this guy. I literally watched his wife get sucked away, or his girlfriend, or whatever she is, get sucked away into a hole. Let me ask him. Don't worry, brother. I'll get her for you. We're going to wander on over here to the right and get into the first section, I believe, with enemies. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead. And again, you don't have to kill every enemy in the game, but take care of a couple of these guys. I personally would like to have them taken care of. Electro apples, and I do like that too, a lot more like the other games, to the elemental aspects of the fruits and or whatever else there is. I'm gonna mosey on in here. And this is the area that my wife did. I think I threw one rock at this guy and he didn't die, so maybe I assumed that he was unable to die, or he was out of my league as far as that goes. Did I not get any hit on him there? And then she copied. And if you watch my other video, you see me just flabbergasted. I can't do anything. I'm stuck on one part of the dungeon, and now I'm not. And I don't, again, have to kill all those guys. And I think there was a bottle is what you get in this one, which I didn't get last time, and they can hold berries. Now, unlike the other games, you don't require a net on this one to get berries. You just simply get close enough and they jump in the bottle, which is very convenient. Alright, so we're going to mosey on out of here and head back towards our marker over there. And I know that there's a couple of little nasty enemies coming up here, so I'm going to take the one I know works right now. Let's see, a little snake. I think it's called a rope. Oh, there we go. You. Alright, you want to play that game? Get it. That's classic too, to go back to the old school, original Nintendo, NES 1986, I think it was. The game calls the snakes ropes, and I think it's classic to bring that back. I'm going to run past those ropes / snakes, whatever they are. I'm going to go in here. Now there might be a way to build enough to get up there. But I'm going to go the way I know to go, and that's this way. And this little character had me flabbergasted last time too. I didn't know what to do, how to kill him, but I got it now. My wife did that too. She figured it out, making me look pathetic. Like I said, I've only played every one of these things to perfection. And she's over here making me look like I don't know what I'm doing. Get out of the way there. Oh. And there's his heart. Alright, that's another of number 4, I guess. I went up a whole heart piece right there. It was a good way to start the game before the first dungeon, you gotta admit. I'm going to set him on fire, because I think that's been my best ability so far, to get those guys burning. Alright, well, you want to do that? I'm going to do it again. And now I can take that horn. Looks like that Moblin or Fangs, Bokoblin, Moblin, Fangs, and Horns in Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom series. And now I got another fighter for my team, the Moblin. Get him back. And there's a fairy floating over there. Like I said, if you get close enough to it, he'll jump in the bottle. She'll jump in the bottle, and she just did. And here's the location I'm supposed to be at. That's not good, guys. Gonna fix this rift. I will. Alright, let's go. Up this hill. Now, I know there's some Moblins coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this at them. And I can't open that chest without beating these guys. It's much like the ones I had in Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. Or I can do it the way I know works. That's alright. I'll lay down here in a minute. I got better aim. What a waste. Supposed to get better at this as I go along. Good Lord, how many hits does this guy take? not even worth it. I know it's in there, but whatever. I wasted my fairy, but I'm sure I'll find another one. So let's do something really smart here. I thought this is pretty cool. Restore half a heart every time. Middle of the field here. We're gonna jump up there. No, that's not gonna work. Too much work. Anyway, first of that. And this is the area I ignored. Well, my wife decided to go down here, and she's smarter than me. Good Lord. Watch how this plays out. I'm not even sure what the monster stones do yet. Let's see. Learn that. And one of the most, oh man, versatile weapons is coming up soon. Let me see exactly. I'll flame this bad boy here. See exactly what I need to do to get rid of him. The infamous pea hat. Hey, the whole world can hear you, son. And she found this one in accident, and it's powerful. So we'll move on along. Got what I came for. I feel like I missed a spot up there, but if I think it's just rupees, I'll come back and get it later. I'm gonna go ahead and take this next step here. Yeah, let's go. All right, now this is the stilled. That's the word for it. Stilled version, almost like the not upside down. Well, if you've watched Stranger Things, you know what I'm talking about. Upside down, or the depths, or the dark world. Any kind of alternate universe here. And it almost does kind of look like the Upside Down. If you watch Stranger Things, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's go. I'm waiting on you. Eventually fade away. Reminds me of the movie Coco. I'm always watching a TV show or a movie. I'm sorry. Get that switch to open that door. Now I'm going to show you what my wife found out. This is ridiculous. Unreal. You sit back and let him do his business. It's ridiculous. It's unreal. And I'm over here throwing stones at these guys the first time. I feel like an idiot. I believe there's a couple of spots that I can get some money. I'm going to run back, and again, I need my rupees. I'm going to run back down here since I don't have to do this anymore. I don't want to fight anybody. That's not what I'm going to go to the left over here and see. I think there's at least one treasure chest, maybe two that have rupees in it. And I'm not worried about him. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not till I get up a little higher. Okay. I think it's a little higher. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna mosey on back over there. Am I the only one who uses the word mosey? Am I getting that old? Might be. Just by chance there'll be a heart in one of these. Or something else I can use. I can lay in the bed, but I've still got to collect supplies too. And I remember this one distinctly not being, my fault, not being very valuable, but I did want to check the whole map and this part of the map. I won't let that, what you call it, get going. I'll let him take care of that guy. Pick your spot. That's a good one. Maybe a bed? No. Yeah. More money, I believe. 20 spot, yeah. Can't go wrong with that one. Alright, let's mosey on back. That's not what I wanted to do, sorry y'all. Now it's time for the dungeon. I believe it's up here on the left. Can I beat him in the race? Yep. Alright, let's do this dungeon. And this coming up with one of the best abilities in the game too. Really use it in this dungeon. Good timing on learning it. Obviously the game set it up that way, but just hit the X button. Hit the X button. Bound together, got that. Now I'm gonna. I got you. I'm gonna go ahead and drop him down the hole. Don't need it. I could use it to hit the switch, but either way, I'm gonna go hit the switch. We'll move on. There we go. Now you can stick that guy in the middle of the bridgeway here, but I've got beds already laid out ready to go, so I can just do this and that and jump. It's just a little bit easier than trying to line that thing up. This one though, yank him out the same way. Butter. Picking up some new things, y'all. Just drop down in the water and head down the staircase. Ladder, what do you want to call it? All right. To learn there, and you'll use him a lot too. Now, for the time being, come on up here, get up there, and I'm going to use one just to show you what to do with it. When spiders don't harm you, you can just step on top of them. And there's the map to the dungeon. Use it here too, I didn't realize, which is, well, really cool. I didn't know that at first. Doesn't have to be just on the 2D side scroller, it can be on the three-dimensional portion too here. And then one of those flame guys I don't care about down there. There's nothing to gain, no benefit. I'm going to go ahead and continue on through. I think that I got a nasty, I can't remember what they're called. They're called several different things. Dark nuts. You know what I'm talking about, those big boys. I'll just keep on throwing him at him until he's on fire. Well, that one wasn't good. I gotta actually throw it on like that. And you know what? Let's make this more fun. Go get him. And we'll use him later too. Dark Knight, I was right, yes. Nothing to the right. And my wife said, what's the point in this right here? And I said, well, they're trying to get you to fight that Dark Knight, just not run past him. Anything to make it a little more likely that she'll acquire his echo. And then she agreed with me, so. And here's where I got hung up because I didn't have that guy. And now I do. Like an idiot, I didn't before it, man. And I'm gonna try not to hurt myself here. But I do know that guy will take those out. Make it easy. I mean, also light the torch, I think. Oh, it's right there, yep, see? But there are some good little gimmies in these boxes, so let me let them burn down real quick and I'll go collect. There's the 5 rupee, floral nectar, a lot of floral nectars. I hope these things come in handy later down the road. And get this waypoint. Again, I got hung up here. And I actually did, I hate to admit it, but I actually went to the internet to find this one out. Like an idiot, because I didn't really remember how to use this the link thing that I'm doing, a bond thing that I'm doing. But I got it now, I figured it out. Let's use this bad boy again. Y'all go ahead and try it. See how quickly you're gone. Both of y'all. Got a Dark Knight over there, he ain't gonna last. That's ridiculous. Oh, I had that again. The first time I did this, I had to get over there and use my own Dark Nuts or my flames or whatever it was. That flames old. God, these guys are mad. Alright, did I miss anything while I was down here? Let me go back and double check. Yes. I need to get over there and I'll go see if I can use a spider. Yeah. $50 again. Nice. Okay, now we'll move on along, getting through this thing. And I'm doing this in the morning. Here comes the big part. There's, I won't call it Dark Link, because that's been done, but that's the bad version, the same thing that happened to the 3 characters in the castle. And when I fought him the first time, I just used to wait till he'd walk around the corner. Matter of fact, I'll show you if you don't have the options. If you get him around the corner looking for you, where did Dark Knight go? You can use this guy. Watch this. Put him right behind him. You'll get one good shot in there. At least one. I could use the P-hat. Again, my wife used the P-hat. I just waited until he couldn't find me. Come back here and he was ready that time. Come on, buddy. And gets a free shot. Now I get a free shot. I'm gonna set this guy right down here to light him on fire. And now he's mad. But I do remember there being some parts in these containers. So I'm going to go back to my Dark Nut and use him again. Let's see. Yeah. He's got the skill. He's Link. But I am handling that. And you can use the P-hat here. I like it. Yeah, he was an imposter. Okay, now look what it says here. Mysterious sword. Got Link's name on it, and later on you'll find out this sword has a title. It's definitely not the Master Sword. But we'll see what it is. I'm gonna raise the sword up here, and she basically turns into a Link ability. I'm not sure she turns into Link, but she's still got her hair, her face, but she's got his clothes and his powers and his weapons. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna go up here and slash open this as soon as it lets me. Alright, I can attack. Obviously, it's all the same controls. I'm gonna go up here and do that, and then come out of here because I didn't realize this. Actually, I found out after I burned it down, and my wife was over here using hers. That top left bar up there is right here. Energy that you'll need to maintain that form. You can't just stay in your Link form or your Sword Fighter form all the time. That just wouldn't work for most people. Come on. Be too easy. You would lose the concept here of, you know, the game in general. I thought this was easier to try and spider across this thing. But I'll do him here, and I can just climb on up real easy. Do another one here, climb on up real easy. And get this new piece. Now, this was something new to the game. Never been used before, never seen any other one before. Heart Pen. And it's pretty impressive that it makes more hearts appear, especially now that we're back to that, because as you recall in Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild, you have to cook food every time to fill up. And this is the traditional Zelda way. Just by gathering hearts. And I like it. I don't mind the cooking food portion, but I like the going back to hearts. Alright, now there's the key door over here, you'll see. These little energy pieces floating around, we'll grab those. If you go up here, you see another wayfinder, we'll connect with him. Now we can warp here. That is the boss room door. Anyone that's played this game before knows that you're going to need a big key to get into there. We're not even going to bother because we know what it is. I'm going to pop this open and see if I can find any more loot. And then we're going to be able to be forced, should I say, to head to the left. And we'll get this. There's a heart, but I was actually looking for other things. Alright, now this guy was fun to battle with your Dark Nuts or whatnot, but he's ridiculous. I'm going to show you. And just going to sit back and watch. Now there's one down. Let's stop you real quick. And we're going to go learn to make him real quick. That P-hat does all the work. It's ridiculous. Now we're going to hit up on our button here, turn into Link, slash this down. turn out of Link and give him another P-hat. That's what I mean. More abilities. More treasures. Just need to kill him. Don't need his resources or anything. One rupee there is not worth me having to go make equipment to go climbing. We're gonna mosey on in here. Now this one took me a second, but now I know it. Quick and easy. And yes, it's not a very big reward, but again, I think it's a 50 spot, and I love the money. You gotta love to get them early, yeah. Gonna mosey on over here. Got that. We're gonna go up to the top door. And yank this guy off. And it'll kill him. Come on. There you go. And he'll open up a treasure chest, which will give us, I believe, the small key for that door in the other room. We'll go back and get it. I think it's a small key. Yeah. Classic Zelda. Gotta love it. Love it. And then there's the door we're going to go through. Okay, this room doesn't take a genius to figure out. You see they're lined up. Gotta open that door. I believe there's another fairy in this pot up here. My wife got one because she got mad like I did about using that one fairy on accident fighting those guys, because I'm better than that. Even she's better than that. She's not even a Zelda player. Both got mad about it. So now we got that fairy back in our bottle for worst case scenario. I don't think that I'm going to need it on this boss. I didn't use it last time on the boss, so I don't think I'll need it this time. I should be fully equipped when I get there. It's so much fun. I think I remember seeing pieces like this in the original trailer, and we all watched the trailer when it came out. Oop, my bad. That's what I meant to do. Sorry, hit the wrong button. Grab a hold of it now. If you hold the R button, you can follow it. Oh yeah. Gotta release it. Jump back on in here. Think I can make it on time? Oh yeah. Not this time. Yeah, I did. Nice. I would rather just bring him over here. I have to go that way. More trouble than it's worth. Another 20 spot of rupees there. Doing good, doing good. Collecting these up again. I don't remember, did I? I think I might have what you call it here. Give myself a trampoline. Makes more sense. Yeah, that's what I did. And there's the chest for the big key. We're going to take this bad boy and go through that opening right there and fight the first boss. Alright, I got full hearts, full link ability, whatever you call it, and it's one of those words, guys, I'll learn it. It becomes second nature to me. Let's start with the I used the Dark Nut and the Keese combination on this guy. Keese for his shoulder, you'll see it in his head, the higher portions, and the Dark Nut on the lower portions. But the P-Hat can do just about everything. And then when he releases his, we'll call it, what do you call it, area that you can be damaged with, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm going to turn to Link and waylay him on with my sword here. That piece, whatever that golden piece is weak area. Anyway, so the seismic talus, much like the stone talus from Breath and Tears. But let's go ahead and get this guy going. He can do some damage. Get over here on the back side. Come on, get him. Now that piece, what we're going to do is we're going to turn the link here, and we're going to go to town on it. Over here and link him again. Let's see how to help us out. Yeah, you don't scare me, brother. Get it. His head, there we go. Now we're going to go over here and probably finish him off. This might be the end of it. And these are all the tries. Friends, and I'm going to mess up and say 5 because I play Skyward Sword. So y'all, if you see these and I say something stupid, again, I said Mifa when I meant Midna. It's a lot. Bear with me. You know what I mean. 5 tries, Mifa, Midna. Ugh. I'll get it. I'll try. Try times to say 5 when I mean try. Ignore me. Alright, these guys are going to correct the rift, which is nice. You're going to actually see the, watch this. Get to see it happening. It's real pretty, real nice. You feel accomplished. I do. There's the place you're supposed to go, and we'll head right there as soon as we get out of this dungeon area. And again, we collected 4 pieces of heart earlier to get us an entire heart piece. There's another one. You always, typically on Zelda games, get a piece of heart after a boss fight. And her power, she said they shared the power with her. Watch her little 3 triangles in the back now turn to 4, which means we can use 4 echoes at a time instead of just 3. And I like that because it may become, oh man, I can picture down the road with a whole bunch of different ones. I don't know how many dungeons there are in this game. Maybe 6, 7, 8. I don't know. But again, we'll have more abilities with the echoes. And once you get past this first dungeon, you start to feel the game, feel the play. It's, for me, like a lot of games, first time playing it makes you nervous. Now that right there, the crystal, you'll find out later on, you can, and we'll go talk to the guy in a minute, you can use it to upgrade things, sword in particular, but we don't have enough yet. All right, now we're going to get this piece of heart and get out of here. And we'll go. I do. Rift is gone. Really did a good job with this game. They're keeping this going. And for those of us that are big Zelda fans, something like this is absolutely perfect for in between, because it took so long to create Breath of the Wild, so long to create Tears of the Kingdom. You know when it releases and you get it. 5 more years, half a decade, how much older am I going to be? How much older is the rest of the world going to be? I have kids in high school, but you get my point. So something like this directly after, I know it's been a couple of years now, but well, a year and a half, well, 2023? Yeah, 1 year. But that's not bad, you know. They could do another one of these before the next big one comes out, before the new system comes out, in other words. And I would be happy with it, because this one's a lot of fun. And now she can see Tri at this point, which is interesting. You wonder if fixing rifts or her power make her more visible. I don't know. Again, this is the first time I'm playing this, or as far as, I mean, you get my point. I don't. What's after this? I don't know. I mean, I'm going to talk to the old man. Then I don't know. Let me follow her, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Going back to the house that we were supposed to go to in the beginning, it was rifted in half. I used that. Was that a verb I can use? Rifted. And here it is. Now we're going to have a long speech. And I'm apologizing. If you want to read it. Pause me if you're doing this for walkthrough. I'm not doing walkthrough. This is just me playing. But I know what's going to happen. This is Impa's older brother, Blueberry. And we're going to go through the whole spiel. He knows Link. He's the one that made Link's sword. He has little patience for us right now. All he cares about is finding Link. But then we explain to him who we are. He sees the hood on us. He sees the sword, Link's sword in our possession or whatnot, and then he gives us some information about where to go. You see what? I want to know everything about the swordsman. So you tell your story to Blueberry, and he can see Tri, which is interesting. Now we got 2 people besides you can see Tri, so I'm beginning to think that maybe at this point Impa can too, but we haven't seen her yet. I'm sure we will later. You never can get through a Zelda game without finishing off with know where Impa is. Sword of Might, that's what they call it. There's the word. So it's not the Master Sword, and I don't know how this is going to fit into the timeline. We never know. I don't want to get into that right now. Timeline's not important to me. I just like to play the game. But you'll see here in just a minute, that machine, big machine to his left, our right, top right, that big bubble looking thing is what he uses to create or modify the Sword of Might and other things. Hey, little man. Do you want Daddy to have that? Thank you. It's hard to do with a controller in my hand, isn't it? There you go. That's my boy. Alright, this is good because they're going to give you a couple of options here. Now, the linear gameplay involved in most Zelda games, not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, but most other Zelda games have a linear gameplay. I'm wondering if this element here will make it more where you can go where you want to go, when you want to go, versus, because we haven't collected any items yet. You haven't seen a hook shot, you haven't seen a hammer, you haven't seen a boomerang. The things that Link always needs to get through to the next level and beat the boss. So we'll see if they keep the linear gameplay at a minimum here, or if it really is going to force you to go. Once you go to this place, they say no, we got to go here instead. We don't know. I don't know. This is, again, I've seen how this right here ends, and they put me out the door, and then I'm new to it after that. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to let these guys finish their speech, and then I'm going to go ahead and end this video, save my game. Now, I will probably come back later this afternoon. It's not even noon yet here. Later this afternoon. Hey, I can't hear. Come back later and start brand new, going through it, not knowing what I'm doing again after this, because I'm going to go to one of these two rifts. Gerudo Desert and Jabu something. Reminds me of Jabu and Ocarina of Time. I will have to see how that goes though. We have not seen any other elemental people or whatever you want to call them yet. So now it opens up something else to do. Okay, I got that. Now it'll let me, oh, I gotta talk to him first. And then he'll tell me about research and so forth and so on, and he'll show you that you can use those crystals. It's the one that I acquired when I beat the boss. Use those in this machine to enhance the sword. And then if you see, I think it was 5. Let me go look here as soon as I get done with this conversation. I got it, Blueberry. Alright, so you check the machine and it says you can enhance. Now you see on the top right up there, I've got 5 of these things. The sword requires 10, my energy 5. Now this is my first time doing this. I'm not going to spend any right now. I'm going to assume that it's better to fix my sword. This might be just like on Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild, where you choose health over stamina. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to use them yet. So for the time being, I'm going to just hold on to these. I can come back here anytime. And we'll see. Maybe if we're going to go down here first. Maybe the next dungeon's closer than I think, and we can get get another one and upgrade the sword initially. We'll see. This is a diary. I'm going to go ahead and read them. Basically, he tells you about something here with the crystals, the monsters, learn to refine them, and then he says he's going to make a weapon. Now, he's talking about Link. He just met Link with a group of kids that were stolen away. But something about him really stuck out. And here's a funny thing for those of you who play this game like I have. He says, for Link, he lost the ability to speak. I don't know if I'm going to say that's a backstory on why we never hear Link's voice. I think that's just because when you hear his voice, it attaches too much identity to it. I think everybody wants Link to be them, and when you hear somebody else do his voice, he can't be you. You know what I mean? So that's why they leave him quiet, so you can picture him as yourself, picture him as your voice. But I guess if they're going to give you an explanation, 35 years, 40 years, how many years it's been later, then this is it. He can't speak. He's got bravery, and he said, I'm going to give this boy the sword. So he does that. And then he's got to enhance it so he can beat the big blue guy, which we know is Ganon. And more stories regarding him. And there's the blue monster, off to beat the blue monster, and that's when apparently he disappears, and then I show back up. And that's where we stand currently. So what we'll do is we'll come out of here, we'll step out, and now we're available to go to one of these 2 locations. I'm guessing here, and probably that's where the dungeon's going to be, and this location, and probably this is where the dungeon will be. Now, I don't know which one I'm going to do yet, but maybe a little bit later this afternoon, I'll go in there and spend some time with my wife and my son, have some lunch. Maybe later this afternoon, I'll get back on it, because believe it or not, I think even my wife wants to get back on it. She's waiting on me. I said, you're not going before I am. I'm going first, so she's waiting on me. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and cut it off. Save it first. You can now use amiibos. So this is interesting. I have amiibos. I'll do those when they come back. What do you think? You watch me do those? I think you can only use a few. If you can use all of them, I'll just do them later and do them off screen so you don't have to watch that. But I'll tell you what all I got. All right, guys. Appreciate it. See you soon.